Hello!
Hello, AOS fans!
It's the Agents of Embergard.
And tonight, I'm playing the Lizards, the Jaws of Itzl.
And I'm playing Grandfather's Gardeners. So we're bringing out the new warbands. I don't know if you're using either of the new decks yet, but mine haven't come in the post, so I'm not.
I am not either, actually.
Ooh.
Interestingly.
I've got the Countdown to Cataclysm and I've got the Emberstone Sentinels.
I have to say, I'm struggling a little bit at the moment with working out what is good together and what works with the warbands. It's the paradigm shift, the shit has just done me in, and I've really struggled. So I looked at the strike combo, Reckless Fury and Blazing Saddles. Whatever it's called, Blazing Attack. I can't remember what it's called. Blazing Fury? Blazing Assault. And I thought there's not enough glory in that for me with these guys, especially as I know you don't tend to charge, which is a little bit playing into the local meta.
I see.
And then I thought, well, the other deck, you said the other deck had lots of ping damage in it, but when I looked at the objectives, they were shit.
I think whilst that deck's got lots of fun power cards and upgrades, I think the objectives themselves are a bit sucky, so you're going to want to take a lot of objectives from another deck to
but as I've just said, the strike decks don't have they don't carry a lot of good objectives. So in the end, I've actually gone for, I'm going to give it a little bit away, but I've actually gone for the Blazing Attack and the Emberstone Sentinels.
Ooh, interesting. So you've gone for a high aggro and a high objective grubby deck.
Yeah. Might go horribly wrong.
So we have set up the boards already, and we've got you on the roll. So you've placed it this way round, and the objectives have gone all over here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
What?
I've got Squaw over on the side here. I've got my boss at the back. Struth is there, and Drippy's there, and Slunge is up the front.
Struth. So I've got my boss over here on the flank. I've got the range 2 fighter here so he can reach the objective if Pete moves onto it. And I've got my big hitter, well, not my big hitter, but the guy with the big club there, 3-sword roller, as he's called. And then the little useless Sotek Venomites at the back.
Squiggly squig. So before we roll off, we'll show you our cards, then we'll get going. Right, so it's time to roll for round 1. And I get a hammer right in the middle. What are you going to do?
I'm going to get a double assist.
I win. Do you get a card?
Oh.
And I decide. When you place the boards, I was like, oh, that goes a little bit against my game plan. And then you place the objectives, and I was like, that goes a little bit against my game plan. Going first is the first thing that's gone according to game plan. Okay. So this is a bit better. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to charge then.
Okay.
Let's get this charge going. So I'm going to charge with Drippy. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. And I might as well hit the only bloke who can hit me back. It's only 2 swords and it's only 1 damage at them. And that is not
okay. So
what I want.
You can take a damage then. I'm going to use
roll. You've got to roll.
Oh no, I do have to roll shield. Sorry, you're absolutely right. Sorry.
So I'm not going to take a damage then.
You're not going to take a damage.
Phew. Worth mentioning at the start, I did discard all my power cards because I had 4 upgrades and I picked up, I think, possibly a worse hand because I've got many upgrades still. And one of the power cards I've got isn't one I wanted in round 1.
I've kept everything.
In the power step, I am going to pass. Okay. So my then Grandfather's Gardener's counter goes round 2 because it's after my turn. It's after my turn, and I hold more treasure tokens than you.
Nicely done.
Over to your first go.
Okay, so for my first, I'm going to charge 1, 2, 3 to there.
Oh dear.
I'm going to attack this one here.
And you're venom in
I'm actually going to move them onto there.
They don't have to end up next to them. They just have to.
They can move.
Just to move. Sokar.
Yes.
Against
Sokar.
Driptilus.
3 swords, 2 damage.
Yeah.
1 crit.
Those critters. Right, I've got 1 defense dice. 1 dodge does not do it.
Okay. That will score me critical effort.
That will push my counter around another 1.
Okay. I can push you back, can't I?
You can. He takes 2 damage, which does inspire him.
Okay, and I get a crit, so I will rather dangerously follow up to there. I'm going to put Brute Momentum on to Sokar, so he cannot be driven back while he has a charge token.
Oh, that's not going to go well for me. This is definitely not going to go well for me, this game. I'm going to put Great Speed onto Slunge, which is him there. Okay. And then I'm going to play The End is Nigh. So this is the one where after each action step, the player whose turn it is rolls a dice. And if you get swords or crits, your opponent has to discard power cards. You only roll one. I roll my Cataclysm value, which is still also only one, unfortunately. Okay. So that's onto my second go. And I am going to charge with Slunge. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 around here.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to attack Rotak. 2 hammers this time, and this time around it's 2 damage. A hammer.
A nothing.
Oh.
2 damage.
2 damage, and I will push you to there.
So I have nothing in the power step.
I have nothing in it, but after my action step, we have The End is Nigh, so I have to roll for you. So on a crit or a sword, you have to get rid of a power card.
No. Okay.
I don't get the feeling I'm going to roll loads of crits and swords when it's my turn.
Do I roll on my turn, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so for my second, I will attack back.
Oh, I move on 1 because it's just the end of my turn.
I will attack back. So if I damage you now, you'll go 1 and go to 3, doing 3 damage, won't you?
I will, yeah.
Oh, that's a bit...
Yes, I'm 1 away. Oh, I do heal somebody 1 because I've moved on to the heal step, so I will heal Driptrus back to just 1 damage now. Cool. But yes, if you damage me, I will move on to the 3 damage.
Actually, I will charge to there, I think. 2 hammers, 2 damage.
Attacking Slunge.
Attacking Slunge.
Okay.
Hammer crit. Whoa.
Can't stop it, but the crit will at least stop you being able to follow up.
Oh, hang on, sorry, I should have...
So 2 damage, and that does inspire Slunge.
Yeah, okay.
And you can push him back and follow up if you want.
Follow up, yes.
Oh, this is going very badly for me.
Okay.
Right, now you can roll after your action step.
Oh, yes.
Swords or a crit, and I'm in trouble. Yep. For my third go, I'm just going to move Struth onto there.
Struth.
So that will then mean I now roll on The End is Nigh. Swords or crits. Nothing. And I've got nothing in the power step.
I'm going to play Commanding Stride.
Oh dear.
Push my boss to there.
I'm going to have to play, so my counter moves on 1 more. I'm back to the 2.
So that's my third go. I'm going to attack with the big lad.
Yeah.
I'm going to play Determined Effort to add an extra dice. Yeah. And I'm going to play Twist the Knife to give him Grievous as well, which is perhaps overkill, but I don't want you to get a crit and make it.
Yeah. If you get a crit and I get a crit, I'll still be.
Yeah. If you get you can't because he's now doing 4 damage.
Yes. Yeah.
So
yeah.
if you get a crit, you take it down to 3, and he'll still die.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah.
That's 2 hammers and a crit.
So I'm dead. You get another glory for that one.
Excellent. Just the 1.
And that moves my wheel back to the start again. All of our games, my dice have been fantastic until we start recording again. Just going to put that out there. You also then need to roll for The End is Nigh.
Oh yes.
Here.
Okay.
The End is Nigh. It's Nigh.
I'm going to put Agile onto Crojax, which gives him, after a save roll for his fighter, I can immediately re-roll 1 dice in that save roll.
Okay. My fourth go, I'm going to charge with Flamoso. He's going to hit your boss. Okay. There's 2 hammers, but I'm back to 1 damage. A bit pathetic. Wow. God, these dice.
I'm going to roll this.
Oh yeah, just in case.
I didn't get a shield, but I can re-roll it. And I got a shield. The damage back and an inspired Crojax.
I take a damage and I move on 1 on my wheel again. In the power step, or after my action step, I'm going to roll for The End is Nigh. And I get a crit at last.
Okay, so I've got to discard Hidden Aid.
And in the power step, I'm going to play Hold the Line. Love isn't always on time. So you cannot drive me back.
Oh, that's annoying.
After the way your round's gone to start with,
Okay.
it's the only thing that I've had go my way. Oh, my Cataclysm counter also moves on 1 because of Driptrus. I really shouldn't have picked things with so many bloody counters.
So, I think I'll just charge into your boss. Since you can attack me anyway with your boss.
Blum, blum, blum.
That's 4 swords, 3 damage.
Wow.
But only 2 damage because...
Yeah.
Oh, I did not get to the roll that I wanted.
Oh, my counter moves on 1 after my turn because I hold. It's the end of my turn after my turn, so I'm on to the round number damage again. And then after your action step, you got to roll for The End is Nigh.
Okay.
Swords or crits.
Sword.
So I've got to get rid of something. Good. I shall get rid of Duelist. And The End of Nigh is going to go now as well because it's the end of the round. Oh no, we've messed it up. No. The effect persists until the end of the battle round until another domain card is played or until you advance the Cataclysm tracker on 1. Oh. So after Driptrus died, we didn't need to roll anymore. So we
Okay.
both would have effectively got our card back that we both lost.
Okay, shall I pick it back up?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll probably get rid of it again in a minute, but anything in your power step?
No.
Nothing for me either. So we're on to the end of the first round, and I went first, and it did not go well. But I did score set explosives. Score in an end phase if your warband holds 2 or more treasure tokens and holds all the treasure tokens in any territory.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Which is mine. So that's 2, which I really needed. I'm going to get rid of Flow Advance because that is hold any treasure tokens in neutral and enemy territory. I'm going to put Duelist and Desperate Rage both onto Squat.
That means you can push in one. And what does Desperate Rage do?
Desperate Rage is an attack, which is a 2 hammer, 3 damage attack.
Well, that's pretty nasty.
Yeah. So I'll keep this last one.
So
So
you can
it's
do it
basically
twice.
demonic weapon.
You can do it twice.
You can do it
does
twice, yeah, unless I heal him or something.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's quite nice because you have got the heal.
Exactly,
It's quite an interesting choice.
Yeah. And then I will draw 2 objectives and 5 power cards.
I'm going to get rid of Sally Forth. Score this immediately after your opponent's action step. If friendly fire with any charge token holds a treasure token in enemy territory. You're on both of them at the moment, so it's going to be difficult for me to get charge tokens on there. So
It's going to be trickier.
yeah, so I'm going to get rid of that. But I have scored Keep Chopping because I made 3 attacks, and I have scored Supremacy.
Keep chopping only 3 attacks.
Wait, it's
then.
3 or more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I scored Supremacy because I've got these 2 fighters, 3 fighters on. These 2 are
that
the
4?
scoring ones. That's 4,
Up to
yes.
6.
Yes, now I must confess, Pete, I'm very sorry.
Just flip one over.
I cheated because Agile is worth 2 and not worth 1.
Oh
So I
yes, and you
apologise.
had the
Yes.
what's the other upgrade you had on?
Brute Momentum.
Which is the one where you can't be pushed back.
Yes.
Okay.
So
There you
I
go.
apologise for
That's
that.
why Robin won.
Yes. I've got Hidden Aid, which I am going to put onto Project, which means enemy fighters adjacent to him are flanked.
On to round 2. We'll show you our cards and then we'll roll off.
Yeah, I'm drawing everything up.
So we're on to round 2. So my damage goes up to 2 now because I'm on the round for damage on my chart.
Okay.
It's time to roll. I'm the underdog and I get Schwartz, so you've got to get a crit to beat me.
George.
So you get to pick a card up. I think I'm going to have to go first in this situation.
Seems likely.
Not sure I want to, but I'm going to have to. And I'm going to lug your boss in the face with my boss, I guess. It's
Fair
probably
enough.
the best thing to do.
A boss off.
A boss off. So it's 2 hammers on him and 2 damage this time. A crit. My first crit of the game.
They got a crit
Oh, you bastard.
and a single assist. Enemy fighters to this adjacent to this fighter are flanked. So that means
So that's another success.
that's 2 successes.
You shitbag.
However, there's no shield there, so I can't ping you. I won't re-roll one. Fish for the shield.
I mean, it's a
Did you-
draw anyway.
Did you get 2 successes? Or
No,
one
I only
success?
got 1.
Okay, well, I will do that.
If I get a shield, I'm going to puke.
Oh, that's another crit.
Who had the beginning of round 2 for the double crit? Who had that?
If it's a reroll, it doesn't count.
Bloody counts in my book. In the power step, I'm going to play by the numbers. I can draw a number of power cards equal to the number of treasure tokens I hold, which is 2.
I'm going to put Great Fortitude on my boss man, which does take me up to 6.
My counter moves on 1 again, so I'm on to the 2 damage on my chart.
So I'm going to try.
Oh, at the end of last round, my Cataclysm also moves on 2.
It's too many counters.
Too many counters, shouldn't have picked Cataclysm.
I'm going to try and smack your boss in the face.
Yeah, okay.
4 swords, 3 damage, but I can only do 2. So a sword and a crit.
Can't stop it, but if I get a crit, then you can't follow up on the attack.
Okay. Oh,
A crit.
good. I can push you though, can't
You can push me, yes, but you can't.
You've got rage 2 in me, but I will push you just off the objective.
So was that 2 damage?
Yes, I have scored. Get
does-
stuck in.
That
So
does then inspire Phlegmus and move my counter on 1, which enables me to heal somebody 1, which I will heal 1 off of Phlegmus straight away.
Okay.
Which means he's got 2 wounds remaining.
I will draw a new objective.
I'm going to play Raging Tremors, pick a number of fighters equal to my Cataclysm value, which is 1, and I can give them a stagger counter. I will give a stagger counter to your lizards. Sorry, the little lizards.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I thought I must
There's
have,
a lot of lizards.
did I read that right?
Okay, I'm then going to play Healing Potion,
Oh,
which means I heal 1, and I
You
can
are the
roll a dice
underdog.
because I'm the
Right,
underdog.
yeah.
And on a crit or a shield, I can heal another 1. A shield. So that will heal my boss back to full.
Okay,
And
he's
he
got
is
4
inspired as
wounds.
well. I'm going to charge with Squirt. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to there.
What?
So he has a charge counter and he also has a stagger counter.
Okay.
He's going to clobber you with his Desperate Wage. So it's 2 hammers and 3 damage. 1 hammer, And I can re-roll one because you are staggered. 2 hammer.
I don't think it makes any difference because
Are they only one dodge?
they're only one dodge. Two dodge. They're 2 dodge actually.
We rolled a shield, so it doesn't help.
No, so no. I don't think it makes any. Yeah.
So they're dead.
Yeah.
So I don't get
You don't get any glory,
for
but they are
them.
dead.
After the fighter has attacked, I can push this fighter 1 hex. That goes away. And then in the power step, I'm going to play Settle In. I can pick a friendly fighter on a feature token and give them a guard token.
Nice.
So he's got one of everything at the minute. And Squat does also take a wound because of the Desperate Wage, which pushes my token on 1 to the 3 damage token, but it does inspire him.
So for my second, I'm going to charge 1, 2, 3 to there.
Interesting. Is this one? This is Sokar.
This is Sokar, so it's 3 swords, 2 damage. Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing.
That was a fantastic turnabout of fortune for me because I've now scored Stand Firm because I have immediately after your opponent's action step if a friendly fight with any stagger tokens holds a treasure token, scored. And Sally Forth, score immediately after your opponent's action step if a friendly fight has any charge tokens holds a treasure token in enemy territory, scored.
Nicely done.
Also you missed here, which means my damage counter is still on 3. So that's 2 glory. And I'm a little bit more punchy for my next activation. Anything in your power step?
Yes, I'm going to use my Obstinate ability. I'm going to pick a friendly Saurus, this one here, and he cannot be driven back to the end of the battle round. And use his ability once per game.
I'm going to put the Bringer of Doom onto Slunge over there.
What does that do?
If he dies, I discard this card and can immediately advance my tracker on 1 step. So my third go, I think Sludge is just going to whack.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
Over there.
I was wondering whether to try and do the Obstinate, but I thought, not Obstinate, the Savage Morning, but I thought the chance of actually killing him was slim, and then I just had blown the Savage Morning and you'd still smack him in the face.
Yeah.
So
it's 3 swords
yeah,
and it's 3 damage.
very good chance of killing him.
Could possibly do him a bad one. Or I could do that.
I do need to roll. Oh, I got a shield just to add insult to injury and do a damage to him.
Of course you did. Right.
Adding the insult to the injuries.
Power step, I've got nothing.
Oh, I haven't got anything else to play either.
Okay, so
are you going to move on your gardener by any chance?
I'm going to move on my little gardenery tokens. I'm back down to 2 damage
That's 2
again.
damage, okay.
Nearly back to the start again.
Okay, so my third, I'm just going to smack here.
Plunge.
2 hammers, 2 damage.
Ow. That will be enough to see him off.
1 hammer.
Oh, I can stop this. A shield or a crit. Or I could do that. That's a lot of assist rolls I've made for Slunge. So he's dead. You get a glory. My counter moves on 1 on my little tracker. And Bringer of Doom comes off, which means that I move my Cataclysm tracker on twice. Because once for the first kill in a round and once for that Bringer of Doom.
Nicely done.
In your power step, I'm going to play Confusion. I'm going to flip these 2 round.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. And then anything for you?
To you next.
My next, my 4th and final go.
Nothing for me.
Okay, nothing else for me. So my 4th go, I'm going to charge my boss. 1, 2, 3 to there. So my boss going to smack your boss. Unfortunately, I'm back down to 1 damage. 3 hammers. 2 hammers.
2 shields.
Bastard.
So you can have a damage back as well.
It's just insult to injury every bloody time. So that moves my tracker around 1. I did score Aggressive Defender though. Score immediately after a friendly fighter's attack if the attacker is holding a treasure token. I get at least get 1 glory for that.
You're running 1 defense dice, aren't you?
Yeah.
Let's play because it's more spectacular. Let's try this then. So I'm going to play Lure of Battle. Pick 1 friendly fighter that's within 2 hexes of another fighter. Push the other fighter 1 hex closer to that friendly fighter. Now I have a choice here. I could either take you off of here, get you off the objective, and then charge round onto the objective. But I'm going to try and play the odds. I'm going to pull my fighter onto there because it doesn't have to be an enemy fighter. I'm going to pull my fighter onto there.
Oh dear God of Burgle, hear my cries.
I'm going to fish for the crit. I'm going to put keen eye on him, so I'll be rolling 5 dice.
Okay, now. So your last go is hitting him. Just stand there and smacking him.
Right. I've got a charge, so I'll charge to here.
You've got a charge.
I've got to charge. I have to charge because it's only got range 1.
Oh right, yeah. Oh, here come all the crits.
Crit and 2 swords.
Oh dear. I can't stop it then.
But if you roll a crit,
Oh yeah, if I roll a crit,
Yeah.
you can't follow up.
Yeah.
That'll make all the difference.
well, it would stop me from scoring some glory.
I don't think it matters at this stage
Okay,
now.
so is that 2 for the kill?
My counter moves around 1 again because you've done damage to somebody.
I'm going to put Duelist on Krojax.
Alright, so I move my tracker on 2 because there's 2 objectives you don't hold, and I will score collateral damage because of that. Is it score immediately after you advance your Cataclysm tracker 1 step as a result of a friendly fighter being slain. If you're the underdog, you score it after you advance it 1 for any reason. So I get 1 for that.
Okay.
End phase. Yeah, I went first. I have scored nothing, and I'm going to get rid of everything. Supremacy, because lol. Wreckers, because I don't think I was even meant to have that one in there still, but that's the one about having more enemy fighters dead or wounded greater than your Cataclysm score.
Right.
And uneven contests, which hold all the odd-numbered objectives, where I only hold the even-numbered objectives. I will put Keen Eye onto Strug, because why not at this stage? I'll draw everything up.
I have scored slow advance, because I've got an objective in neutral and...
That's 2, isn't it?
That's 2, yeah. I didn't score the other ones. I'm going to get rid of Perfect Strike, because I'm not sure it's a good card for this deck. You know what, I'm going to throw Denial away, it's only worthwhile. I'm going to hold both of those and draw 3 objectives and 3 power cards.
As on the round 3, we'll show you our cards and then we'll roll off. Right, time to roll for the last round. I'm still the underdog. I get the worst score possible. You win. So I get a card.
Yes.
You have to decide if you want to go first or second.
I think I'll go second.
Ooh, I get the card and I get to go first. Will that be your undoing?
Actually, no, I'll go first. I've just seen my cards. I just read my cards. Why were you going to do something really good?
I don't know. Just would have been nice to have the first go, but I mean, I don't think it matters now. Everybody's nearly dead.
Well, I might as well charge then. Charge over there. To there.
Goodbye, Squat.
2 hammers, 2 damage. Well, completely missed.
Woo!
I mean, the power step, I'm going to try and use Savage Morning.
Jumpity
I
jump.
can roll a dice for each wound, and if I get crit or sword, it's 1 damage. No! So that was, there you go. You said you did that
Sword is
earlier.
blessed.
You went first earlier and did exactly
and
that.
achieved nothing. Oh.
I give the initiative back to you, but I will then play Illusory Fighter.
Ooh.
And just go back to here.
Interesting. Okay, I've got nothing to do.
Okie doke.
So it's on to my go. So it is round 3 and I'm on the round number. So I am currently doing 3 damage
Oh,
if
wow,
I
okay.
attack. But I can only get that if I attack with Strug over here, I realise. I'm actually going to put Great Strength on him as well. So right now I'll be
Do 4.
4 on my next attack with 4 swords.
Okay, so you could kill Rotak, although he's quite far away.
Yeah, I can't reach right now. But I can put a severe dent in your leader. So I shall be trying that. So my first go, I'm going to charge 1, 2, 3 to there. Go on, Struth. 4 swords, 4 damage. Oh my fucking word. Do a shield, yeah. Do a damage, yeah. Fucking awesome, yeah. Love it, love it, love it. I try not to be bitter, but then that happens.
I think that's fair enough to be bitter, if I'm honest. So he's taking a damage, so he's still not inspired though, is he?
So I take a damage, moves my tracker on 1 because I took a damage. He's not inspired, but you can now kill him because you can kill him with 2 damage.
Oh, can I?
If you hadn't pinged him, then you wouldn't have been able to kill him. But now you can, which is
I see. Oh, I've scored unassailable because I'm still holding an objective after you attack me.
If you can kill him, we can end the game.
Okay.
Because that's where we're at right now.
Okay. I will endeavour to kill him. Oh, hang on. I want to put accurate on him. Okay, so it's 5 swords and I can re-roll 1.
Wow. Well, you can re-roll 1 at least. Wow.
But it's 2 successes actually because you fighters adjacent to him are flanked.
Ah, okay. Well, then he's probably dead. Yeah. Power step, you got anything? You want to rub salt in the wounds?
No. I have no salt to rub in your wounds.
Okay. I might as well put Agile onto Squat. Not that it matters, but he gets a +1 reroll. And then on my second go, I'll charge with him. 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. He will...
He'll die, won't he?
No, I'm just going to take you with my regular attack.
Okay.
3 swords, 2 damage. 3 hammers? Oh, 1 sword and a crit at last, so that is 3 damage. You can't stop it?
No, I don't think so, because it's only 1. I've only got 1 defence dice.
The minor miracle, so he's
And you
dead.
rolled a crit, didn't
is that
you?
2 glory?
It is.
In the power step, I'll put Great Fortitude on him, because why not? I mean, he's still going to get 1 shot by your boss. I might as well put Driven by Pain on him. Immediately after this fighter is driven back, you can heal this fighter. It's unlikely, though.
Okay, so I have got anything else. So for my second, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 to there.
After that, I score step by step. Score immediately after your opponent's action step. If a friendly fight with any move tokens holds a treasure token in enemy territory, or if you're the underdog, it's a charge token. I've got the other 2 glory for killing Blokey, so I'm up to 9. And I've got no more to draw, unfortunately. Okay. So my third go, going to move Squat 1, 2, 3 to there.
So my 4th turn, I'll just move on to here.
Okay. After that, I then score Shocking Assault. Score immediately after your opponent's action step if your warband holds all the treasure tokens in neutral territory.
Nice.
My fourth go, we'll just move back over to there. End of the round, you went first.
Yeah, I scored Iron Grasp because I've got all of the territory.
2.
And I got Fields of Blood because there are 4 or more fighters slain or damaged.
Yep.
I didn't score Go All Out because you needed 5 fighters to have move tokens, which I don't think is
on.
meant to be in the deck. So
I
I scored
scored
3 more at the end.
Yep, so you're up to 18. I scored Spread Havoc at the end, which I only get 2 for, because it's the value of your Cataclysm counter.
Okay.
I mean, my Cataclysm
quite a good time to score it at the end of the game.
Not really, because it's only up to a maximum of 2. I feel like that card should be up to like a maximum of 3 or something like that. Well, I thought I'd try the Cataclysm deck out, but I still feel there's not really any gain to be had for having it. The only card,
Cataclysming.
Yeah, the only card that there really is any decent reason to have it for is Utter Conviction, which is your save characteristic becomes your Cataclysm value, which was like in the bottom 3 of my cards. I also had Sidestep and Countercharge in the bottom of my 3, so that was really not handy. That didn't help. So 18 plays 12 in the end. It all went to pot for me. Some of the attacks didn't really help me. The main thing that did me in was my first 3 objective cards I couldn't score any of. I had Stand Firm, which is have a stagger token and be in enemy territory. Well, my plan was Squawk was going to run over here. I was going to give him great speed, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'd be staggered and I'd have the thing, but then you move the lizards onto it straight away. And I was like, oh, well, that stops me from being able to score that one. And I couldn't get over here, then you jumped on it as well, so I couldn't get on that one either, although that one's not even enemy territory, so that wouldn't have mattered. It just, the objectives did not come out in the order I would have liked.
It's interesting. I think one of the reasons why it's quite good to play Emberstone Sentinels is it gives you glory for messing up other people's plans, because you do want to get on objectives quite a lot. And I kind of, when we were playing, I can't remember now, but quite often when I've played games where I haven't bothered to get on the objectives, I feel like the games run away from me.
I do think this version of Underworlds does reward you for grabbing objectives, even if you're not...
Yeah.
Even if that's not your game plan, just running and jumping onto objectives helps, because it generally will stymie your opponent.
I don't know what it was like at Worlds, which is very aggro heavy. Because things like Supremacy are really easy to score with the big warbands.
Yeah,
I've got Supremacy, basically
lads.
All I actually needed to do was have the bugs on somebody and the leader on somebody.
Yeah, because your leader's 3.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you need to do.
I don't think I'll bother taking the Countdown to Cataclysm deck again. I just don't think there's... Not for these guys anyway, but there just doesn't feel like there's enough in there.
Yeah, I've only played it once, and I played it with Grimwatch.
Yeah.
There's 2 things. One is I find the admin is quite tricky, because I don't think the card is very good. I almost feel like I need a different card. Yeah. Because the card is very hard to see what's going on.
It's not the best card, I don't think.
It doesn't make it obvious how to...
It just needs the number in each of the sections, basically, to tell you.
Yeah, and so I don't like that. And then so you've got that admin to do, which you inevitably forget, because that admin isn't actually that important to what you're doing most of the time. No,
because there are so few cards that care about it.
Yeah.
And there were a few cards in there that I didn't take, because they were like, you roll dice for everybody within 1 hex of no man's land, and you know, on a hammer or a crit or something, they'll take a damage. But it's like, but I'm going to have a lot of my cards. I don't really like that idea. If you're going to stand back a lot, I think maybe, but then you can't really sit back in this game very much, because you nearly always want to go for objectives. So.
There aren't very many. Well, they're either aggro, which you don't want to stand back, or you have to be in, like you say, on objective delving,
which means you want to be running into. Because you know there's always going to be at least one objective in no man's land now.
Which I quite like.
I like that. It means less, because you could fit about 4 tokens easily in your half.
It's a definite deliberate design choice because of the way, because of the new board, but I like that. It means there's always somewhere to play, somewhere to get to, and it also means there's a point in them straight away. You're going to go and try and claim that if you've got any sort of objective holding, but it means you're immediately a target. So immediately there's going to be probably a big fight over it.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure about the Predatory Fighter's ability. It does feel a bit, for both sides, it can feel a bit crap, because it's crap for me if I don't damage you, because I haven't inspired and I've taken a load of damage. But it's definitely crap for the attacker. You know, you miss and you get shot in the face and they inspire.
I do feel like that should be the other way round. It should be, if you fail your defense roll, then you can do a damage if you've rolled a shield, because at least it means that rolling a shield had some positive out of that, but it's still not enough to really screw up your opponent's game. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Such is life.
Do you mean if you succeeded?
Yeah. That way, if you fail your defence
If I fail my defence?
Yes.
Right, okay.
But you rolled a shield, then I would take
I
damage.
see. So it might be a situation where
you've
got 2 successes
and you just get a shield or something like that. Yeah. So in that situation, I feel like that would have worked better.
Yes, it feels like it.
I do still like the Nurgly boys. I think most of the time they're usually a bit tougher. But I didn't get any of my defence cards out till the last round when nearly everyone was dead. So
and this is obviously, we've played them against the Grimwatch. It's obviously quite a different warband.
Yeah. So if you've got any questions about the game, the warbands, the decks, anything at all, don't forget to stick them in the comments below. And don't forget to click that like button.
And please click that subscribe button so you get all our lovely videos when we release new ones.
Yeah, and we'll see you soon in the Embergard.